Hello, this is Mike Ram from MRM, bringing you affiliate tips, educating beginners and intermediates. And today I wanted to talk to you about the ideal business. Because last time I was talking about getting a material out on the web and it being just good enough, but just good enough may be good enough to get it out there, but isn't enough to get people interested in what you have to sell. And obviously, once you have stuff out there, you have to improve it. Now, today I want to talk to you about looking at things from the other side. And I asked myself this question the other day because I studied philosophers, ancient philosophers like Plato. And Plato constructed this world of ideals, of forms. He called it the theory of forms. And he proceeded to set out what this was about. Um, and there's a rough guide to what he was talking about. In the world of forms, you'd have a table which would be a perfect table, the most perfect table you could ever have. And every table that existed partook in some way of the same characteristics as displayed by this perfect table, even though these other tables existed in the imperfect world, i.e. the real world in which we live. And you'd have the perfect chair, the perfect armchair, the perfect side table, and the perfect lamp. And in this perfect world, you'd also have perfect philosophical systems. You'd have the perfect man and the perfect woman making perfect children, having perfect sex. And this isn't actually a facile thing, even though it may sound it a little bit. Plato is quite serious in his doctrine that actually this is what our reality was based on, whatever existed out there in this metaphysical world of perfection. And I got to wondering, well, actually, what would the perfect business look like? Um, how would it function? What would be its characteristics? Um, who would run it and how? Um, and you can think, well, obviously, the first thing it would do would be to sell perfect products that would be perfectly marketed and available to people to enjoy. And these products would be so good, they'd be beyond excellent, and the marketing would have been so complete and thorough, so that people had absolutely no doubt as to the fact that what they were being persuaded to buy, they wanted to buy anyway, and they couldn't wait to get their hands on. And everything about it would be perfect. It would be, delivered from a perfect website, and the front end products would be amazing, and the back end products even more amazing. And the CEO of the company would be this sort of complete business master who had a finger on every pulse and knew every little thing there was. But it would also, if once you went into the details of both the nature of the CEO, the perfect business, and the perfect business itself, you come up with other characteristics that would display, like the ability to convince people that the products and services that were being sold were exactly what they wanted, and that they knew that they get the solution to their problems, such as they were, from buying these products, from availing themselves of these services, because the marketing had been so spot on that there was no room to feel any doubt. And the products themselves would come in amazing ways and contain such good information that the people who use them wouldn't need any further other products in order to deal with their problems, and so on. And building this ideal type of business in my mind, I could see that there are other characteristics that, say, the CEO would have, like he'd be extremely able at writing copyright and filming good videos and just in getting across his message so that people would automatically warm to that person and be brought on side because they feel engulfed in his aura or her aura and recognize that this person was totally honest, but at the same time so clever that any doubts they might have would be immediately bypassed because the doubts that they might think about the products that he was offering would be bypassed because his answers would be so apposite. And I think it's worth considering this further and fleshing it out over time. And I should probably start building a series of blogs or videos where I am teaching exactly what's in this business model, as much for my own sake as for anybody else. And then actually coming to creating a business that is the nearest approximation I can find to this business model. Now, this may sound to some like little more than an intellectual exercise. To others, it may seem to have a good grasp of what's required. For myself, this is part of a journey of exploration, as it were, so that I take myself from being a worthy and hard-working learner, student of business, to becoming somebody who's a little bit better than that, and actually does some good in this world at the same time. Anyway, I truly appreciate your listening, and if you like this video so far, then give me a like. If you thought it was a load of rubbish, give me a dislike. Subscribe to my channel, and oh yes, there's a free product that you can download on the subject of targeted traffic. There will be other free products coming along shortly. And this is Mike Graham wishing you well and have a good rest of day. Thank you very much.